I think at this point in the show, it is worth me telling you that Jez Watts is not my legal name. It is a stage name. I just want to go to people I don't know. This is my password. You have a look at that. Don't call anything out about it because my legal name is Jez White Rice Supreme. Now, is that real? All right, I'll give you some more proof. Here's my driver's license from Western Australia when I used to be hotter. Here's my vaccination, Jez White Rice Supreme. Now, the reason that is my legal name, I'll take this passport back. You don't want to steal my identity. It's a real downgrade, I reckon. Now, the reason that is my legal name is I told you I'm engaged. This will be my second marriage. My first marriage was when I was 24. I got married to a girl named Daphne in Las Vegas with an Elvis impersonator while we were both tripping on a heroic dose of LSD, which I don't recommend. It's actually pretty scary trying to tell someone you're going to love, honour and cherish them for the rest of your lives. Whole time you were just watching their face melting to the floor. It's no good. And I was particularly frightened because I'd only proposed to Daphne 3 days prior. At that point, we were not dating. Nor had we ever dated. In fact, what we were is we were mid-coitus, cheating with each other on our respective long-term partners while high on cocaine. Because I think if you are going to start a legally binding, ostensibly lifelong commitment, you should make sure right at the beginning that neither one of you can be trusted. I think that's the perfect way to do that, right? So we obviously broke up eventually, but we did think at the time we got married, we thought we'd be together forever. We thought we were soulmates. Because we've been doing all the same drugs at all the same time. So we were just on the same wavelength. We were finishing each other's sentences like, hey, you think what I'm thinking? It's like, yeah, more cocaine. We thought we'd be together forever in the moment. And so we decided, okay, we're getting married. We start making big plans. We're like, let's go back to university. We'll get degrees. We'll get our lives together. We'll go straight in, have kids, new family, new tribe. We'll pick a new surname for the family, new surname for the tribe. Rather than her take my name or do a hype, we'll pick a new surname together. And so we decided to both legally change our last names to Supreme, so that we'd be able to introduce ourselves to people as the Supremes. Yes, that's right. Because, we were still smoking a little bit of crystal meth at the time, and we thought it was a great idea. And it's only $150 to change your name in Australia, any amount of your names, right? So I was already changing my last name to Supreme. My first name is Jeremy. Everyone called me Jez for years, so I was like, I'll change that to Jez. And my middle name I changed to White Rice with a hyphen, because I thought it would be funny. And at this point in life, I just didn't have a good grasp of consequences. Because just so you know, it's very difficult to get to the job interview portion of a job application when the top of the CV is Jez White Rice Supreme. It's also impossible to get a bank loan, as it should be. But that became my name, right? We did go back to university. I have degrees in that name, Jez Supreme, Bachelor of Science, Molecular Biology, Bachelor's Biotechnology. There's my honours in Biomedical Science, my Master's degree, Jez White Rice Supreme. This is from my thesis, from my Master's thesis. This is $58,000 I owe the government for that education. But yeah, it just became my name. It was very normal to me at a certain point. It was well before I did stand-up comedy. And then when I started doing stand-up, that had been my name for 5 years. And about a year in, an older comedian sort of took me aside and said, hey, all the audiences that see you, none of them believe a single word you say about anything to do with your life. Because every time you're introduced to stage, it says Jez White Rice Supreme, which does not sound like the name of a human being. It sounds like a name made up by an idiot, which it was. And so at that point, I picked a stage name, which was Jez Watts, which is a fake name that I may appear real. And also at this point, I was moving from Perth to Melbourne. It was 2016. And I had this happen a handful of times in Perth, that someone was introduced to me, hey, this is Jez White Rice Supreme. And they have misheard the name as Jez White Race Supreme, which is a whole different thing. That's a social position you can't have in 2016. In 2025, it's trending, which is wild. But